Zone Radio. You know what this is, y'all. It's your man, Bless the Party Sparker. What's hood? Big shout out to everybody across the globe right now listening in on power357radio.com. We are currently in. All right, we creeping. We in 98. We in 98 countries. We in 98 countries. 100 and let me check this out. I just saw it. I'm sorry, and I forgot it that quick. We got, let's see, 112,017 people. God damn, that's an exact number. Big shout out to all of y'all. Check out everybody on Zoom. Make sure you get on Zoom if you can. If not, it's all good. You know what it is. We are talking about women, of course. This is No Man Mondays. You know what I mean? And real quick. We got to go into, and I'm going to need some help with this. You know what I'm saying? So Big Dice, bruh Pete, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need a little help. We're going to discuss what the laws are for No Man Mondays, for everybody that hasn't heard them yet. You know what I'm saying? So the laws of No Man Mondays, you know what I'm saying? This is a brotherhood. So we got to let y'all know, in order for y'all to be a part, you have to obey the laws. First law of No Man Mondays is what? Big Dice.
The first law of No Man Mondays is defer. What that means is when your lady, as beautiful as she is, comes in asking some arbitrary question like, does my ass look fat in this dress? You know how you respond? Baby girl, are those new shoes?
Exactly. Defer.
We not answering
Never
questions.
Never answer a question direct.
This is not a Senate confirmation hearing. Okay.
Exactly.
We're not answering questions.
Next law, number two.
Well, I might be going out of order here.
It's all good.
We don't apologize for shit.
We don't apologize for shit. This is a men's movement. We will be men. We won't apologize for shit.
So, bruh, it's okay if you call them broads.
Exactly.
No problem.
We're only going to share a couple laws right now. We'll go back into them a little bit
Roger
later.
that. Let me know when you're ready.
What I'm saying? But I just got to share one more because this is my favorite. Again, we are going out of order. But big law is
huge law.
Be happy you know me, bitch. I'm sorry.
Be happy you know me, bitch.
No. Biatch. Reason why we have to say that is because there's a lack of what's the word, Dice?
Appreciation. I'm a blessing to you, woman. Don't you realize that?
Of men in a woman's life. So many women talk about, I don't need no man.
Lies come from
while they're with a man. Like at the same, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
Bless. Have you ever said I don't need a woman?
Never.
I know Brother Pete ain't. He got 4 of them.
That's real. You know what I'm saying? Women say it all the time.
I don't need a man.
We got to let y'all know. Y'all do need us. But that being said, we're going to go back into the topic, man. You know what I'm saying? The topic is important. We're going, but we want y'all to understand you have to discuss this topic within the parameters of the laws that have just been shared. So that being said, we brought up something a little while ago. We were talking about fear. You know what I mean? We were talking about fear and women dealing with men. But my thing is, are you dealing with men from a position of fear? And if so, why? Come on, Lajati. I'm talking to you.
So what I wanted to comment on, Bless, was number one, I've never said to you or the show that this is something I continuously engage in. I'm almost 40, and for all my life, I've only chosen to have my father, my godfather, and my 7 brothers. If I needed anything, or if anything went down, or if anything needed to happen, I've always had that support. So to entrust that to someone that were not a part of those years, hell fucking right, I'm scared. Like, what's your energy? What's your resume? Why should I?
Can I say something real quick? Not to cut you off, but I want you to continue. But I have to say something about what you're saying. Why should you? It's because that's the dude that you chose. But go ahead. So if you chose him, why would you feel that that's not somebody that you can trust?
Why would you even be with somebody you don't feel you can trust completely?
Control.
Number one, it's not that I don't. Hold on, let me answer that question, Dice.
Yes, ma'am.
Not number one. It's not number one that I don't feel I can trust him. Perhaps give it some more time. Like I say, let the beat build. And I'm not looking for anything to not trust this gentleman. You know what I'm saying? It's just 38 years on top of a little while. Let me get there. Let me get there for me, so everybody can be comfortable in the situation.
And that's understandable when you say, yo, let me get there, let me understand it. But let's say it's been motherfucking 5-10 years now. We've been married for 8, and you
Got
still,
3 children.
You know what I'm saying? Got 3 kids, and you still got issues. Like, that's the problem with a lot of women that we're talking about, and you know them because we're talking about this situation that happens with a lot of women, and we're gonna say it may not be you right now
At this very moment,
before, or it may be a female that you know. Go ahead.
And let me just add this. Let me just add this little flame. It's been a few months, so let's say that adds a lot of fuel to the fire. So give a person something to think about. So instead of me, feeling some type of way or downplaying him, my thing is, again, let's let the beat build. I'm never saying that I don't trust you, but in the same token, if this is what you want to do, how my daddies and my brothers are, they just do it. And I'm not comparing, but I'm just letting you know where I come from.
No, you comparing, and that's what we looking for, because so many women do. It's all good. That's what they're comparing to. That's the only thing women can compare to, because
but what I'm saying is it's not I'm not looking to compare to say, see, I told you. Or see, this is why I only fuck with my daddies and my brothers, because niggas like you. It's none of that. Again, it's just that consistency. It's just that consistency. So if you want to do anything for me, just go ahead and do it. Babe, I know we all got Georgia Tower.
She said, go ahead and do it. She said, just go ahead and do it if you're going to do something for me.
Because if I feel like it's something I want to do or say or propose to my sweetheart, I'm just going to do it. So that's where I'm coming from with that.
And that was an excellent example of defer.
I find it very hilarious how women ask for consistency, and they're the most consistently inconsistent creatures on the planet.
That's what's consistent about them.
That's what's consistent about it, is their sheer inconsistency.
But what's consistent about y'all is that y'all consistently stay fucking with us too.
Say what?
Stay fucking with y'all?
Y'all stay messing with us. That's what's hilarious.
We have to.
That's what's hilarious.
No, you don't. It's 2022. No, you don't. You could go on and be with a man. You could go on and be. You ain't got to do nothing.
Lord.
You ain't got to
Where
do
did
nothing
this
but
go?
stay black and die.
I love it.
So now let me ask you, Nala. Same question. Is it fear? Have you seen that? Have you seen that exchange?
Can you repeat it in full? I'm sorry.
So are women in fear? See, that's why we were just talking about women not listening.
I am listening. I want to be sure that I answer your question correctly.
Yeah, if you answer, you would answer it if you was listening. So what we talking about is it fear that would basically taint a woman's perception of what a man is saying and how she takes what he is saying?
Oh yeah, the reason I didn't answer that was because I felt like it was a little silly to dignify. It's kind
Or
of
that you
obvious,
weren't
isn't it?
listening. That might have been why you didn't answer it either. But
No,
go ahead.
it's
I'm
a
sorry.
bit of an
I'm sorry. Go
obvious
ahead.
answer.
Go ahead.
Like, I
Seems a
guess,
bit
what else
fraudulent.
would it be?
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
What else would it be?
You said what else would it be?
Yeah,
So why do you have that fear if this is a brother that you have chosen?
because once again, it does not work like that. That's not how it works. It doesn't work as simple as, okay, since we're together now we live happily ever after. Unfortunately, a good amount of people in this world are damaged in some form, fashion, or way. And I'm not saying that it's right or that it makes it right to go into something distrusting or distrustful, but it is also naive to expect that somebody is going to come completely unblemished, especially if you know they've had prior situations or they've had, you know, relationships in the past that weren't the best.
Why is that naive? Is that just because what I'm saying is this? Check it out. You're looking at it like it's naive to look at somebody that has, you know, that has a checkered past. All right. That checkered past is not with you. You feel me? So this is a completely different situation. Now you're looking at this situation like the last situation should apply, which it doesn't. So is that naivete or is it just ignorance? But go
Well,
ahead.
then perhaps it is ignorance to those who don't know anything about psychology, and that 9 times out of 10, it don't matter what the situation is, good or bad, you're going to take your experience on to the next whatever. That's how our brains work. That's how we work as
All the
people.
time.
Now you can change. That is not something
Exactly.
that is immutable. However, that is a fact for all human beings. Coming out of your parental relationships or moving out of your house or whatever, all you know is based on what you've learned over from 1 to 18, from ages 1 to 18. That's what you know. When you leave, however it is you see the world, whether good or bad, you know, your parents had a great marriage, you're probably going to go into the world not really having trust issues or anything like that, versus if you go through that, you will.
So is it impossible for a man to have a woman's trust?
No, it's not impossible.
It sounds like it.
Well, then you would be functioning on the slippery slope fallacy, because that's not what I said. Nor is it possible.
Are you saying you come into your relationships with your guard up?
I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of women do. I think a lot of men do as well, but I know we're not here to discuss that. I think that, yes, a lot of women do come into relationships with their guards up.
Well, don't you think that's self-sabotage?
Yeah. Factually speaking, objectively speaking, yes, of course it is self-sabotage. Subjectively
So what can be
speaking,
done? Let me ask y'all really quick. What can be done? You know what I'm saying? What should be done as far as you going into a relationship? Because like, yo, you're saying basically it because everybody's got baggage. Everybody's got some sort of baggage. That's why I said, are you saying it's impossible for a man to gain a woman's trust? You know what I mean? Because what I'm saying is every woman and every man has got baggage. So if you are sitting there and trying to release that baggage and just be like, yo, I'm gonna be completely a buck with you, why is it so hard for a woman to accept that?
Again, blessed, like I said, I feel like you never know where a female, how she grew up, things that she may have seen, things she may have endured, perhaps what someone has, told her and sailed through, whatever that may look like to her, So I believe that's where the baggage is being bagged due to situations. That's what's in them.
Is that fair to the man?
Come again?
Is that fair to the man for you to blame him for what you, for you to put on him what you may have seen somebody else do in the past? Is that fair to him?
Not at all, Brother Pete. Not at all. But again, until we know or feel, or until something happens that allows us as a woman to say, yo, that wasn't fair, or because even in this situation, it allowed me to look at myself. It allowed me to go back, play the record, and instead of looking at him, I have to look at me. And I realized, and I'm thankful baggage came up, but I realized, I said, wow, there are a couple of things that I remember from my past that allows me to feel that way. But again, I didn't know until he said what he said that kind of triggered that moment to make me think about it.
Mm.
So basically, it's not his baggage that needs to be released; it's yours.
And I just said that.
Yeah.
That. Correct.
I'm verifying what you said. That's all.
Yes.
I'm with you.
I apologize, but clearly you see it was emotional. But
And I want
yes.
all of y'all to know we got people listening on air, so we ain't just talking about you.
Right, and I get you, but
there's a lot of women that's going through the same thing. So go ahead. My bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. But yes, Brother P, to open and close your thought on that. I totally agree. And like I said, I had to go back to the drawing board because like Dice said, and Nala agreed. Could that be self-sabotage? Hell, I don't want to sabotage myself for nothing the Lord has for me. Nothing. So if that means moving self out the way to make sure self is good and get yourself in check, maybe I needed that check because it definitely came at a time I wasn't expecting it. So for me to have to fall back in line and listen and go over what was said, I really had some self-observation to do. And it felt damn
being
good.
that you brought up self-observation, this is another aspect
good.
of the question that I want to bring up. Let's say this man, we're talking about a brother being real, keeping, his true feelings, and a woman not being able to accept those feelings.
You said every word but the right one.
Didn't I?
Come on.
But that's why it's my show, son. But my thing is this. What if that truth is something that was shared, but was about you?
That's what I said earlier when I say it's time for her to change.
Yep. And I, just to elaborate more on that, like, yo, y'all are talking about your relationship. Y'all are talking about, you know what I mean? And he tells you some truth about you that you may not like. You know what I'm saying? And that comes along with being able to accept, a man's emotions, a man's feelings, what, you know what I'm saying? The things that you asked for. That Bruh P said, what you say, Bruh P? You asked for it, but what?
Let me correct something. Maybe he was sharing his feelings about him that made her realize that she needs to make a change.
Mm.
Not about her. He didn't say nothing about her. He talking about himself. But in talking about himself and sharing those feelings with her, she sat back and said, wait a minute, let me take a look at myself.
Okay. I'm trying to follow you, Brother P. I got you.
Well, my thing is really this.
He ain't saying something about you that you don't like. He's saying something about him. He's talking about his feelings, him. And you sat back
and that's kind of what I said. Go ahead, Bruh P.
And you sat back and said, oh, wait a minute, I'm handling this wrong. Now I understand where he's at. I need to take a look at me and make some changes in me.
Well, we saying the same thing, but that's basically, he's speaking on your reaction. He's speaking on, on a female's reaction to these things. And, you know what I'm saying? I also want to talk to the brothers on the line too. You know what I'm saying? As far as the experiences that you've had, because I know I've had, you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, Bless, let her answer that.
I'm
struggling. Go ahead.
No, I'm listening. I wanted to say, Brother P, for you, it's almost a mixture because again, like I said at the top of the show, this brother came to me out of nowhere telling me, yo, this is who I am to you. This is who and what I want to be. This is what I can do. This is what I will do. And this is what I'm going to strive to do for us.
And so you didn't believe him?
I'm sorry. Repeat that for me.
So you didn't believe him? I'm just trying to get the gist of where you were at when he said that. You didn't believe him? You thought he was bullshitting you? It wasn't a good
Mr.
feeling?
Rashawn. Okay.
She got to
It
put
was
it together.
like
I'm
right.
just curious.
Because
If somebody,
no,
because it sounds
no.
like, go ahead.
Hold
go
on,
ahead.
Rashawn, because not so much to say, and I can honestly say, it wasn't not one time that I did not believe him. It was just like I said earlier, show me. You
How long
came to
have
me
y'all
with
been
this.
together?
That's kind of like
You've
you
been
don't
with me
believe
with
it.
this.
Well,
How long
Just
y'all
show
been
me.
together?
About 6
so
months.
wait. So you were at the point of like, okay, he told you all this stuff, and it's like, wow, where'd that come from? Right. And then
Mhm.
you was like, internally, you were like, show me.
Right.
So doesn't your
Isn't
man
that
deserve
generally
the
how a
reasonable
person
doubt?
receives something?
But
Hold on. Go ahead, Rashawn.
I mean, like, flip that around. If you came to him and he's putting his shit out, or you put your stuff out on the line, it says, yeah, all right, show me.
Mhm.
So first of all, the acknowledgement of the feeling is of whatever he said is one thing, but I don't know how you responded to him, but I'm just listening to you. Internally, you're like, show me. So with that, if I'm looking at that from my shoes, it's like, okay, show you. Not, oh, that's great. You're gonna do that for me? Oh, that's gonna be good. All right, great. Let's do that. Instead of like,
Prove it to me.
prove it to me.
Yeah.
What are we proving? What?
Hold on, Nala, because Nala wasn't listening. So
I was
yeah.
listening. Y'all sound like y'all talking nonsense.
Calm down.
Oh.
Calm down.
Whoa.
No. We're talking about what she was talking about. So if she was talking nonsense, if that's what you want to say,
There's
but
no nonsense.
let's go.
I meant Rashawn specifically. I
course
didn't
you
understand what the conclusion he was coming to. I was at a loss about it. Are we saying that
So what
somebody
I'm
put
what,
yourself on the line?
so what I'm trying to understand is, because of this topic of this discussion, someone came to her out of the blue, someone very close, and said, I'm gonna do this for you. This is how I feel, this is what's gonna happen, and this is boom, all right? You my woman, we're doing this. And
Mhm.
she says, I don't know, either verbally or internally, she says, show me.
Prove it.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with
Prove
that?
it.
What's
You
wrong
better
with
tell
that?
you. You better tell you
Wait a
what's
minute.
wrong with
I
it.
need
Go
to
ahead.
ask one question. I need to ask one question.
Hey, bro, Pete. Hold on, bro, Pete. Go ahead, Rashawn. Tell her exactly what you was talking about. What's wrong with that, Nala?
Well, first of all, you didn't acknowledge me. Right? And by you saying show me tells me that, oh, you don't believe me?
Let me
Hold
say
on,
this.
I'm just saying from brothers' perspectives, I'm
Come
like,
on,
wait,
Rashawn.
I just shared all of this, and the best that
Okay.
you can come up with is show me?
How long
May
have
I
y'all been
now
together?
interject
Though?
and
That's that.
say,
No. This is the time. This is the time for everyone to hear, because I hear what what the brother's saying right now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So please expound on that a little bit. How fucked up that may sound to somebody.
How long
So
have
what I
they
was
been
trying to,
together?
A few months, Brother Pete. I said that earlier, babe.
a few
Oh, well, I
months.
didn't hear it because everybody was chattering.
No doubt,
Okay.
no
Yeah.
doubt.
All right, so for a few months. See, the length of time that y'all been together plays an important factor in that show me that you saying.
It definitely
It-
does.
It definitely does. Now,
But can I say
if this is a 2 or 3 year or a year or somewhere along there, you guys still see pink elephants flying around. This is still fresh.
Yeah.
Right? So you're still learning
Yeah.
each other. So
Right.
I
And that's
get
why
that
I said, show me
perspective,
who
yeah.
you are.
She said
And I wanted to
5
say
minutes
to
ago,
you,
6
Rashawn,
months.
I didn't want to I wanted to say to you, Rashawn, that
Yes.
it's never the
One
fact
second.
that maybe I should have said it was my end result. okay, I feel it, I receive it, I understand, that's beautiful, but show me. Maybe that's what I should have said first, that was my end result. I know I'm limited and everybody, is doing their thing.
No. So check it
that
out.
was
Check
my
it out.
end
And this is what
result.
I was saying.
Just
Not to
show
cut
me.
anybody off, but this is what I was saying. I understand what Bruh Pete was saying. Bruh Pete made a great point. What I was saying was the same thing that you're talking about happens in, you know what I'm saying, people that have been together for 6 months, 2 years, 5 years, married,
10
children,
years.
this,
Yes.
that. You know what I'm saying? It keeps happening. So this is the question that I'm asking, because you're not saying anything that married women don't say. You're not saying anything that women have been with a man for years haven't said. You know what I'm saying? And this is the question. Is it out of fear? Is it what is the reason for that? You're saying, you know what I'm saying? And I understand this has been a few months, but what I'm saying is from a woman's perspective, you know what I mean? Why is that the immediate response?
Yo, before you go there though, can I just say this real quick? Yo, you gotta allow her to big up herself for realizing that there was a problem in that response and that she's searching for, the keys now. You
Most
gotta
definitely.
big her up for that, because a lot of part of that tangent you just went off on, it happens and it consistently happens because they don't want to take a time out and see that the response was wrong.
And that's real. And I might not have said it earlier, but big up Lajati. We definitely got to give you your props.
Oh, for real, big up yourself, guys.
Because this is her question. This is her question. So I don't know if I gave her that respect before, but
Thank you, Diverse.
you know what I'm saying? That's real.
Diverse just trying to clean up from that bomb he dropped earlier in the show. That's all that is.
Nah, it's
But wait
true.
a minute,
It's
I wanted to say this long time ago. I have so much respect for Diverse, just how he speaks, how he loves his family, his wife. He's always receptive. He's always personable, but he's always real. And it's just something about him. He's like my Kendrick Lamar when I'm listening to the radio. He just lyrically the truth. He is. He sounds like him, everything like Diverse.
All right, he got his own show coming up. Give him props on that joint.
Okay, so I don't get none of that, huh?
I'm glad he got a show. I will be tuned in for the win.
You know what
and Brother
it is.
Pete,
Bro,
too,
Pete,
boo.
you just an old country brother. That's it. That's all you get.
I ain't talking to you, Dice.
I'm messing with you, bro, Pete. Don't
But
play
I
with me.
I wanna know real quick. Actually, you know what? Damn it. I do want to know, but after the break. This is a question that has been brought up several times. You know what I mean? Why is it that is your immediate response? Oh, you got to show me. You got to show me.
Ain't that what y'all brothers say? Your word is bond, kid.
Right. Everybody's full of shit. Like I'm confused as to what
And
exactly
I'm
is
not
wrong
even
with the
from up
response.
there.
Whoa. You will not come on here and disrespect us like that, young lady.
Everybody full of shit though. Everybody,
How
men
so?
and women. So, like, I'm not understanding. If somebody tells you something or comes to you, especially if it's only within a certain amount of time, if they're offering something that they'll change or something that they'll do, why wouldn't I think, okay, well, show me then? I'm not understanding why that's wrong. Especially if I'm not coming at you like, well, show me, you ain't finna do it. No, just show me. Your word is your bond. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right.
Just show me.
Preach.
That wasn't what was
Amen.
said. And just like you said, we talking about your posture, whether you were sweating. That ain't what the fuck you was talking about. Your tonal engagement. Yeah, ain't what the fuck she said. She said, show me because I don't believe you.
Yeah.
It was none of that. Oh, your word. is your
Lajati,
bond.
did you
Hold
say it
on,
out loud?
Hold on. That all
hold on.
being said, I love the argument, but we coming back right after break.
You
Hip Hop
are
Zone Radio
blessed
with your
shit
man, Bless the
starter.
Party Sparker.
No, you need to
hot.
Oh,
pronounce that
man,
the right
Mondays,
way.
I will mute you. I will
Please
mute
do.
you. You know what it is. Yo, No Man Mondays, power357radio.com. Moving your music around the globe and across the
Booyah!
radio. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. This is Big Sean Finally famous in the building. I'm kicking it with my dog, man, DJ Shiny. I do it.